Hello, I am Arun Gidu and I've been working for the last 30 plus years with either computer systems or supply chain computer systems or as a supply chain practitioner. In my last video, I spoke about improving manufacturing throughput. Link to that video is in the description below. And in this video, I will talk about accurately measuring dock to stock time to improve warehouse operations. So first, let us understand what is dock to stock. It is the time taken from the point of delivery by the carrier, UPS, FedEx, etc., to the time the item is put away on the shelf in the warehouse and is available to be used for further processing. So why is this important? One, lower the dock to stock time and the quicker the product is available to be shipped to the customer or for further processing like manufacturing. Number two, capturing time data for each dock to stock step is important to prevent delayed receiving or put away. I will talk about these steps in the next slide. We do not want the delivered product to be forgotten in the receiving area or even worse, outside in the dock area, exposed to the elements. And number three, we want to know if the dock to stock time meets service level agreements, failing which we need to revisit staffing resources or process flow or both. So let's quickly review the dock to stock process. At first, at the receiving dock, the warehouse associate signs and accepts delivery from the carrier and places the received boxes in the receiving process area. In step 2, which happens in the receiving process area, the warehouse associate receives each item against the purchase order or less frequently customer returns, and a put away ticket is created and the item is moved to the put away area with the put away ticket stuck to it. And step number 3 is using the put away ticket as a guide, the warehouse associate puts the item on the shelf printed on the put away ticket. Depending on the type of item, the put away process will recommend the right kind of storage. Ambient temperature shelves or refrigerated shelves or frozen shelves, etc. So it is important that the product master data be accurate so that the put away ticket is created automatically and the warehouse associate does not have to choose the right location. Other kinds of optimization are also possible here. If there are many open customer orders, for example, for the item being put away, then the put away may be to forward bin location for quicker pick, pack and ship to satisfy the customer order. Surprisingly, in all my past experience, I have only seen the clock start on the dock to stock process at the start of the receiving process and not at the point where the receiver signs for the delivery. And therefore, the dock to stock time deceptively appears to be better than what it actually is. Other surprising aspect to dock to stock measurement is that most of the ERP systems do not seem to have inbuilt logic to capture this information on this process accurately. But capturing this KPI accurately is not difficult excuse me, and may require a week's time of programming changes or customization, plus a week or two of testing. So at the receiving dock, we not only sign for the delivery, but also use an automated data capture system or ADCS gun to input the tracking number or bill of lading number. Additionally, we tag this information with the vendor number. And this vendor data should reside in master data and the ADCS gun should have access to it. Please note that the fields shown in green are input by the user and the other fields are obtained by the system, though there can be variations depending on the system and depending on the type of checks the system can do. Also, there may be other data that need to be input like lot number, expiry date, etc. But I will leave that out for this discussion to focus on just the dock to stock process. Once we capture the bill of lading number and sign for the delivery, we move the boxes or package to the receiving process area. Depending on the availability of resources, the package may reside in this area for a short or a long time. Once we are ready to start the receiving process, we first pick the bill of lading number from the drop down which is available in the system. We then open the box, locate the PO in the documents inside, and enter the PO number and the item number and quantity received. The reason for entering the vendor number in step 1 is to prevent the wrong bill of lading number and consequently the wrong time being associated with receiving this particular PO. It is possible that there are many deliveries signed for at the beginning of the day, and then the receiving process starts sometime mid-morning and we want to associate the right PO with the right bill of lading number it was delivered with. Once we enter the PO number, item number and quantity received for all POs and items associated with the bill of lading, the system should automatically print the put away ticket for each item with the location chosen by the system to optimize further disposition of the item as I mentioned previously. Now we put away each item onto the shelf noted. We confirm the location using the ADCS gun and input the quantity, and we are done with the complete process. Please note that at each of the steps, the system has noted the time of activity. So now let's see how we can use this information. In my first video, I had recommended implementing execution systems. And since that is not easily possible here, the next best solution is decision support system to remind us on the activities that we need to perform. Here, if we do not commence the receiving process within predetermined hours after accepting delivery, we can trigger an alert. We can do a little bit better. If any of the open POs from the vendor have refrigerated or frozen items, we can trigger the alert sooner, even if you're not 100% sure as to what items were delivered, because we have not opened the box yet. Similarly, if the put away process is not completed within predetermined number of hours after the receiving process, we can create similar alerts for the warehouse team. Now we know exactly what items have been received, therefore our alert can be more specific and dependent on the type of item. If refrigerated or frozen, etc., we can alert sooner. Also, we can see how we are performing in the long term. Are we meeting the dock to stock service level agreements? If we are not meeting these SLAs consistently, we either need to consider looking at the process to make it more efficient, or perhaps add more resources to the dock to stock process, or perhaps both. So in summary, if you do not measure dock to stock accurately, it is difficult to know if you are meeting SLAs. And it is also difficult to know that we have ensured that the product storage conditions are consistently met. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. I will answer as much as I can. Thank you.